What's going on, y'all? This is the Battle Blaster coming at you. I just wanted to come on here real quick to talk about a small thing. To me, it's really a small thing because I couldn't give a damn about Nike shoes, but Nike decided to put Colin Kaepernick in their I think it's their 35th anniversary of Just Do It. And they want to put him in the ad. So the funny part about this whole thing is the world is going apeshit. White folks are going crazy, cutting their shit up or buying shit and burning it. You know what I mean? I mean, what's the use of you doing all that shit? But that's white people's. That's their their rhetoric. They'll spend money and they'll get something, and they used to. I remember they bought the Colin Kaepernick jerseys and they burnt the shit out of them. I mean, what kind of logic is that? You buy something so you can be on Facebook and burn it. Like someone said, either you're trying to get views and likes and all that shit, or people so selfish and vain right now. That it is what it is. But that's how the people are. People do stupid shit just to get views and likes, and just so they can feel good about themselves when somebody says, "Yeah, I stand with you on that matter right there." So now I'm gonna tell black people how you getting duped, and I'm gonna tell you something. I just read. I read a little piece of it. I didn't get a chance to read the whole thing. I should have sat down and read the whole thing. But I'm gonna tell you how you're getting duped off of this. Now, white folks are crying. Oh, excuse me. White folks are crying. Oh, we feel pressured. We feel that they were losing control over everything we've got here, and the black people, they're just taking our stuff and they're just destroying everything we've created, and these niggers don't know how to keep in their places and allow us to keep calling them niggers and destroy everything and destroy them in the process of it all. Okay. They're mad because Nike said that they wanted Colin Kaepernick in one of their posters. And these white folks are going crazy. They start cutting off the swooshes off their socks. They start cutting the swooshes off their pants and their shirts. Some of these people burning their feet inside their own sneakers, which is pretty funny and stupid to me, but that just shows you how dumb some people are. You couldn't take off your damn shoes to burn them. You got some people who bought a pair of brand new shoes and burnt them. Alright. Like someone said, you white folks get the cheap ass Nikes, you know what I mean? And when I mean the cheap Nikes, which Nikes are all cheap, period. But white folks turn around and they'll get the Nikes that cost excuse me. They get the Nikes that cost about $50, $75, anything under $100. But a lot of white folks will buy the little cheap little Nikes that, that they go running in, like the one with the little air bubble in the bottom. I don't know what they call them. I'm really not a sneakerhead or shit like that. But anyway, they'll buy them cheap, under $100 sneakers. Nike knows where their bread and butter comes from. It comes from these young kids buying these J's. You know what I mean? Buying these Kanye West sneakers, these Nikes, and which to me is stupid. You spending $200-$300 for a pair of sneakers. Some people are spending up to $500 to $600 for a pair of sneakers. I seen my nephew go to his what they call that? He went to his not his graduation, his prom with a pair of $1,500 sneakers his mom bought him. And he flipped out because when he got his sneakers in the mail 2 weeks before the prom, he never seen his sneakers. He looked at them, but he never like tried them on or anything like that. Found out they gave him 2 left shoes, which is funny. But I taught him a lesson to always pull your sneakers out. Examine. If you buy anything over mail, anytime you buy anything by mail, you take it out, you examine it, you put it on, you try to fit it. If it doesn't fit, you send it back. If something's wrong with it, you send it back in time before you really have to, you know, use them. So, like I said, his prom, she bought him a pair of $1,500, some Italian type sneakers. Bitch, I'm not fucking buying no damn $1,500 sneakers just for you to wear for one damn day. Motherfucker, I will get you some cheap ass knockoffs. Nobody would know the difference. But knowing these kids, they know the difference. But anywho, Nike knows where their bread and butter lies at. You know what I mean? And it doesn't lie with these white folks buying these cheap ass little fucking, you know, anything underneath $100 sneakers. So that's why to them they're like, fuck you. Hey, we don't give a shit. You go ahead on, burn your sneakers up. You'll be back later on after this is all over with, after you got out of your feelings. After everyone has gotten out of their feelings, they'll be back buying those sneakers again. You know, I see one guy on Facebook talking about, I love Nikes. I've been buying them since over 20-something years, and now I gotta stop because you're supporting this, you know, this non-American. And you know, the funny thing about white people is this: if you look at these flags, it's black and white, and blue and white, and green and white, and some of them are purple, white, and blue, or whatever. And then they have, excuse me, they have flags in the shape of the Punisher's logo, which is a skull. And they come like black and white, or they come blue and white, or whatever. These people are big time hypocrites. All they do is cry and complain when we do something or something goes our way for a change. These people don't know how to take an L. They don't know how to take a small L. You know, even a big L is a problem, but a small one, they don't know how to take that loss. They don't know how to take that little scratch on the knee, you know, the little scratch on the elbow. These people don't know how to do that. They cry, they complain about everything. Then they talk about us crying and complaining. We have a legitimate reason. They do not. You're crying over the fact that Nike wanted to use this man's face. So throughout the fact of this, they used him. This is how it coincides with what's going on now. These guys said, we're not going to deal with Nike no more. So you start burning up all these shit and get rid of everything. Fine, you got rid of everything, you burnt everything up. Fuck you. Okay, all that shit's gone. Okay, Nike like, fuck it. Because you know where our big money come from? It comes from the black community who buy these very expensive sneakers. It comes from the young white community and the young Asian communities who's buying these high-priced sneakers. You know when the high-priced sneakers started coming out? I remember back when I was a kid, when the first pair of Jordans came out in 88, 87, 88. They were the red, black, and white ones. And I remember they were I remember they were $100. And my buddy went out and purchased a pair. He was the first one of us, the first one of us who bought a pair of those Nikes. I thought that was a waste of money. I would still buy Pumas. I would still buy, because I would, like, my thing was like Pumas. You know what I mean? They were very comfortable shoes, and they felt okay. You know, they weren't bad. You know, plus I couldn't afford a pair of, you know, shell top Adidas, but my sister had a pair. And I remember wearing her Adidas, and they used to, I couldn't stand wearing them things. So between me wearing Nikes before everybody else was wearing Nikes, my dad used to get me Nikes back in the early 70s. Not the early 70s, the late 70s, early 80s. So that's before the kids started even wearing Nikes. They was wearing Pumas, Adidas, because Run DMC. But anyway, that's not neither here nor there. But he was the first person with these J's, these Jordans. And they were $100 at the time. Now, this is back in, like I said, 87, 88, around that time. And I remember we had got summer jobs. And I remember his first initial check, he went down there. And I remember he went and bought him a pair of those Jordans. That boy felt so fly and so cool. I remember he came back from Center City. That's the name of the shoe store here where we're from. He came back from this place called Willie Wong's. They called it Center City at the time. And with these sneakers, and he came home right on the porch, took his old sneakers off, laced up the new ones, took them off, threw the old sneakers. He had some aviators. He had some white and blue aviators. He took the aviators off, threw them in the garbage, and he turned around, put them Jordans on, and went out to play basketball. I never forget that day. And to me, I felt that was a waste of money. You could have bought yourself 2 pairs of aviators for the price you paid for those sneakers. But that's neither here nor there. See, like I said, the point is, Nike knows that black children, black men, black women, black boys and girls, Asian young boys and girls, Latino young boys and girls, even some white boys and girls will go out and they will buy these high prices pieces of nothing so they can feel and look cool. I know a guy right now who has Jordans. He buys 3 pairs. He buys a pair in one size different from himself, and then he'll buy 2 pair in his size. So one of them he'll wear, and he might wear it once or twice, and put up sneakers, and he'll never wear them again. Sorry about that. My ears are bothering me. But he'll pay for that. You know, he'll go out there and buy 3 pairs of sneakers, and he'll hold on to them for like a good 5 to 10 years, and he'll put them online and he'll sell them, and he makes a pretty decent penny. You know, the ones he really liked the most, he don't sell them. They're his throwbacks. But Nike knew what they were doing. So they were like, well, you know what? We're not going to go we're not going to care what you do. We're still going to keep it. And we're not going to take that piece down because of you. So they got all upset. They got them bent out of shape. These people going crazy. This is where Nike is playing black folks at. Like I said, they know where their bread is buttered. So them losing, like I said, that little less than $100 on a pair of them old ass ran down your grandma and granddad Nike sneakers. They're looking at the big bucks. They're looking at where the young kids are buying. They're buying a $200, $400, $500 pair of sneakers. You know, that's crazy, but that's what they're looking at. So they're like, you know what, fuck you. We'll go with that. Now here's the irony of it all. I just read a little piece, and I should have finished reading, but I got off of it. Michael Jordan is pulling his name, and he's stepping down from Nike. And this shows you how much of a coon this motherfucker is. He says he's stepping down from the Nike Air Jordan division, and he's taking his brand with him. When white people get upset, this coon ass nigga, excuse me for calling him that, he gets upset. So he decides I'm going to sit down with Massa, and I'm going to take my shoes back, and I'm going to take everything back, and I'm going to go ahead on and leave Snackers, because the white people who loves me, I want to be loved by the white people. And if I'm not loved by the white people, I just don't want to live those morals. This coon ass motherfucking black piece of fucking shit that people worship, call him a legend. To me, Dr. J is a legend. This motherfucker ain't shit to me. But y'all suck up to this piece of black shit like he is God himself. Jordan don't fuck with blacks like that. Never did, and he really don't fuck with us. But this motherfucker, I heard just now, I read saying that he pulled himself from the Nike division, him and his brand. So they're probably still at the table talking and shit. And this son of a bitch wants to walk now because white people are upset, because they're mad because Nike is doing what they're doing, is by putting Colin Kaepernick. Kaepernick is a hero to many of us because he's sitting around, he's speaking truth to power, and white America can't take it. Like I said, they're in their feelings over it. But I just wanted to come and talk to y'all about that situation. Don't get played by Nike, because Nike's just using y'all guys because they know exactly how much of money they're getting from blacks in this country, and not only just us, but the young Americans who buy Nike. So, I mean, buy the Jordans, the J's, the very expensive shoes. So, don't get played, people. Know the truth. Alright, this is the Battle Blast. I'm peacing out. Peace.